How we doing today? Man, I'm feeling good, y'all. I'm feeling a little woozy yesterday. I don't know what it was. I think I didn't have enough salt. I don't know, but it was like weird. But I drank some pickle juice today, and I feel great, man. It's 2 a.m. in the morning. Uh, it's heating up in West Texas. It's 100 degrees when I wake up, and I wake up around 1:30, so up in there. And man, it's getting hot, and I don't think I drink enough water, but you still gotta have the right amount of salt in your body too. And the reason why I know that it wasn't enough salt or it was dehydration a little bit because like my muscles fatigue or they like burn, they start burning a little quicker than normal. You know what I mean? So I can hit like one set and they already like on fire. That's like not your muscles are not you're not hydrated, right? So feeling good though. I drank some pickle juice and I ate enough protein. I am kind of like hungry right now, but I fast, of course. But uh, anyway, man, just know, like, listen to your body. I talked about this the other day. Listen to your body. Like, if you doing something that's kind of new, like revert back, like, okay, maybe I'm doing it too much, or like I said, the coffee. I wouldn't drink too much coffee, but that's something that I added new, and yeah, I cut the coffee out, right, and now my body trying to get back to the hydration that where it need to be. Because coffee will dehydrate you. It'll raise your blood pressure. It has negative effects too if you drink too much, and it also has good effects if you don't drink that much. But like I said, I don't drink too much. I drink like 2 cups a day. No sugar, no creamer. So, like I said, I guess I am caffeine sensitive. I don't know, but I don't know. Anyway, today is Thursday, so I got like 2 more days, Friday and Saturday, and I got today when I wake up coming to work. So, but I'm feeling good though, and just know your body, listen to your body, and don't be afraid to cut something out. So, another thing I want to chat about is also keeping a journal on your personal life. Keeping a journal on your personal life because sometimes we don't feel like it, man. We just don't feel like it, but we know in our conscious mind, subconscious mind that, man, I done came too far to give up now, but you don't feel like it, or it's all about hormones, really. If your hormones ain't in check, you feel good, your testosterone, you going, you getting it, you active, you chasing it down. But then, like I said, when you don't take in enough water or you dehydrated, your hormones are out of whack at that point. You didn't eat enough food, your hormones are out of whack, and now you don't feel like it because, like I said, your hormones. But that's where discipline and being on a schedule, it keeps you on track. You know what I'm saying? It keeps you on track. It keeps you going. And sometimes we do get complacent and we have to keep an inventory on what we've accomplished, how much money we got saved, how far God done brought us, and then that'll get us back on track somewhat. You know what I mean? So make sure that we keep in a journal or some sort. Write it down. Be have somebody to remind you when you not feeling it. You know what I mean? My wife is good at that. She know when I'm like, what's going on? Boom. Remember now? We boom boom. And she get me back on track. So give me 1 second. So again, make sure that we are keeping inventory of what we've accomplished, how far we've come. Look, it's something that my sister said a long time ago, not a long time ago, but a couple months ago. She said, I'm just not thinking about this too, so don't quote me. She said, we never can see how far we come because we continue to raise the bar. I'm like, wow, that's crazy, man. Like we never can see, sometimes we can't see how far we've come because we continue to raise the bar. Man, that's deep right there. And for me, man, I do overthink sometimes on, man, I ain't closed yet. I ain't did this yet. I ain't did this yet, bro. But your goal last year was just to save 5 grand. You know what I mean? Now you don't raise the bar so high now to where you way past that, but I only celebrate for like a minute or two. You know what I mean? That I'm on to the next goal, on to the next milestone or anything like that. And that's just the way I've been. That's the way I am. But at some point, man, you just gotta like take time to celebrate. That right there alone will put you in a different mindset. And I do take time to celebrate, but I don't think I take enough time because I'm still trying to like boom, boom, get it, get it, get it. You know what I mean? So I don't have too much more longer out here, and I'm ready to go home. You know, it's time to go home to my wife. Time to go home to my dog. Spend some time with my family, and yeah, man, just what matters. One second, hold on. Yeah, what matters, man, is family, and I'm ready to get to the crib, just to enjoy my family. But as men, we have a responsibility unless you was a trust fund baby, unless you was somebody that won a lottery or something. But for us, man, God gave us the vision, so we have to carry it out. Now, I've seen another quote that just hit my conscience. Um, God hold on, what do you say? God's gift to us. Oh, life is a gift from God. Now, how we pay God back, now how we live our life is our gift to God, right? So, our gift, I don't know, I forgot how it went, bro, but it was very good. Let me look it up. It was something about gifting God, and then our gift back to God is how we live our life. You know what I mean? And it's a good quote, but it's important. We have to. Being mediocre is it's very like it, people love it, man. People love being mediocre, doing the bare minimum. But us as entrepreneurs and investors and God's people, man, we want that abundance, man. We want to bless others. We want to be better. Like we keep we in pain, but we keep showing up because we know something greater is on the horizon. But bro, we have to keep pushing. We have to keep grinding. And this is one of my ways of giving back to what God blessed me with, because I know this is only the beginning for me. It's only the beginning. Man, if y'all could see me 5 years ago and where I was 2 years before I got this job, man, like bro, in Texas, working at a gas station, man, working at a gas station, but I had my own trucking business as well with my pops. We wasn't making a lot of money, but we was getting the truck paid and we were looking to expand our business, right? And give me one second. All right, guys, my bad. I switched some trailers out. Part of my job to spot people. Anyway, I thought of that quote when I was outside. The quote goes, life is a gift from God, but the way we choose to live that life is our gift back to God. Yeah, that's deep. Life is a gift from God. How we choose to live that life is our gift back to God. So, in other words, man, let's live our life to the fullest. And that is subjective. That's in the eye of the beholder. I'm not saying you gotta have money to live your best life. I'm not saying that at all. And because some people, like I said, people out of foreign countries, man, they live and they're more happier than us. Because why? There's no expectations we should have the Gucci bag and stuff like that. Like they just happy to be alive, man. So you don't need money, you don't need status, you don't need none of that stuff to live your best life. And that's what make salvation and grace and mercy so rewarding, because you don't have to be a type of person that make $1 million or $1,000 a day. You know what I mean? It's for everybody, and that's what makes it so special. So anyway, man, 225. My video been a little choppy because I've been in and out. Got people needing some spotting and help connect the gas and stuff. So look, man, if y'all want to make some real money, come to the field, come to the oil and gas industry, y'all. I mean, it's not like it's not what it seems on TV. Like a lot of people say, "Oh man, do you be all all up in the air?" Now that's drilling rigs. I mean, that's different. But I'm on frac sites, right, where the hole is already drilled in the earth, and they frac. Frac mean they literally put dynamite down there, blow the charge, create little cracks in the earth, and they pump water and sand down there to pull the oil out, and then after that they filter all that sand and water out, and then they use the oil. So, and then after that, when they done with all that stuff, they put the pump jack in, whatever. But there's so many jobs to do that, yo. Like the drilling rig and the frac process, and then you put the pump jack in. There's so many jobs, man, and they pay a lot of money. And it's not. I know a lot of people be like, "Oh, it's too dangerous, man." It used to be dangerous 20 years ago. I would even say 15 years ago. Now about 10 to now, it's got a lot better. I'm not saying stuff don't happen. People still don't get hurt. People still die. People still die. But it's far in between. You know what I mean? I've been out here 3 years. I haven't seen a person stomp their toe. You know what I mean? So it's not what it seems. Just come out here, make some money, invest it, whatever. But it's a good industry. It's like the top 5 in the world. I think it's like number 7. Like top 10, I think it's number 7. But everything that's above the oil and gas, use oil and gas to be the top 6. You know what I mean? So, man, it's crazy. It's a whole different world out here. You can hear the turbine and stuff right now. That's the noise and stuff people be hearing. And it's a good spot. You ain't got to have no education. Like, bruh, it's crazy. Because if I would have knew this, I wouldn't have went to college. Honestly, I wouldn't have went to college, man. Because with my degree, I probably came out making 50 grand, 60 grand. But I'm out here now, and I make a lot of money. So if you looking for some type of way to make some real money, you gotta pass the drug test. You can't be a criminal. Because they do background checks and stuff like that. But look, man, this industry is wide open. Definitely because Trump is in office, and he's all about that oil. So let's get to it, man. Get this money, and don't buy the dumb stuff. We keep our credit right. We create businesses, and we leverage our credit to get the money to go buy assets. That's literally how you get rich, man. You use debt. You use debt to go get more money. Use debt. Use your credit to get debt, and use the debt to buy assets. And with the assets, you make sure it pays the bank back and give you some money. And you buy assets that appreciate over time. Then you cash out refi, or you borrow against the assets, tax-free, bro. This is why the rich do it, because it's tax-free. Tax-free. Tax-free mean, look, if you apply with the bank, let's say they give you a business credit card for $50K. Bro, that's 50K. You're not taking no taxes out of that. It's 50,000. No taxes. They'll say the bank give you 2 million. You're not paying taxes on that 2 million. They give you the whole 2 million. That's why the rich use debt, because it's tax free. It's tax free. It's crazy, man. It's crazy. But that's the way it works. We got to learn how to play the game. It's a language, and we can learn it too. But we just got to remain focused and give yourself enough time to even fathom that. It took me years to fathom, like, what? So I got to use debt to get out of debt, to pay more back debt, to get rich? Like, it didn't make sense to me for a minute. But then I started, like, doing more of my research and why debt was created, and my mentor. I'm like, wow, it's crazy. So now, man, I'm just trying to get all the money from the banks. So I got, and where I live at on my days off, which is me and my wife, we got our own duplex and stuff. It's 25 banks in my city. 25 banks in my city. Me and my wife did the math on this last night. It's 25 banks in my city. If I can go to each bank, create a business bank account with my LLC, and just say I get a 10K credit card from all 25 banks, that's 250K right there. That's 250,000. Think about that. Now, it's not even including like BLOCs, like business line of credit. You know what I mean? Now, they usually start at 100 grand. So just imagine if I get 100 grand from 25 banks, man. Man, that's $1.2 million in credit and tax free. Bro, I can quit my job, everything, man. Like, just go buy assets with that 1.25 million. It's gonna bring you 10 grand, 20 grand a month if you do it right. That's how you get rich, man. That's how you do it. But anyway, that's how you do it. That's how you do it. I know it sounds crazy, but that's how you do it. The quicker people can understand that concept. If you do not understand that concept, that it takes debt to get you out of debt and to get rich, you'll work until you die. You'll work until you die. And while I say it, and why I say that is because we gotta stop chasing money. And I'm saying this too. I'm gonna be bold enough to say this. If you got a business and you doing it all yourself, you know what I mean? If you got a call and the client, and you gotta, man, you still gonna work until you die. See, a lot of people create businesses for time freedom. Man, no. Nah, bro, you're gonna work more hours. See, what you need to do is buy assets that give you your time back. But if you start a business, bro, you gotta, man, that's a fad, man. That's a fad. What we need to learn how to do is buy assets that pay us so we can go home. But if you start a business, a lawn car business, or ATM business, you gotta be there to operate that business. I mean, yeah, ATMs are automated, but you still gotta go pick up the money unless you got a system in place. But 9 times out of 10, people do not have systems in place, especially when they first starting out, because they don't want to spend the money to put the system in place. So, I buy real estate, and real estate is the only industry that has stood the neck of time. Period, man. Why not buy it? You don't need nothing else. You don't need you don't need to invest no 401k. You don't need to invest no Roth IRA. You can, but that's what real estate is. It's your Roth IRA. It builds over time. It has compound interest. And when I say that, I mean it depends if the market go up or down, but it's equity that you can borrow against, tax free. But yeah, man. I hope you have a great night, great morning. I mean, it's 2:34, and y'all be blessed and not stressed. Stay tuned in. Peace.